This is from Google. How quickly should you respond to leads? You should respond to leads within 5 minutes to maximize conversion rates. Even with AI being everywhere, businesses are still 5 years behind. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why that is and how that's one of the biggest opportunities for people just like you to step in, and instead of selling the standard digital products, you can sell digital services directly to people who are already making money. They don't have to be convinced about business because they're already in business and they understand how it works. It feels like AI is everywhere to you because you know about AI. But if you go to 5 to 10 local businesses in your area, you'll see that the majority of them, if not all of them, they don't have a chatbot. They don't have any sort of automated follow-up system. So if you fill out that form on their website and the forms are really outdated, if you fill out that form, you're not getting some sort of instant response, and you're not being followed up with each and every single day, or they stop following up with you within 2 or 3 days without getting any sort of definitive yes or no. You don't get any sort of missed call text back. So if you give them a call, they don't text you right back saying, "Hey, we just missed your call." And or they don't have a real website, or their website is completely outdated. If you don't know me, my name is Jarrell Henderson. I've built my own multi-six-figure business online, and I've been able to do this in part due to providing businesses with digital services. I've worked behind the scenes of 7 and 8 figure companies by providing systems and automations inside of their business, as well as help people just like you go from 0 to 6 figures in your business. Here's what I've learned is that the people that don't scale, as in the people that don't ever make it to the 6 figure mark, is that they don't use the proper tools. They just think it's just enough to have the website. It's just enough to have the Instagram or the social media. It's just enough to pass out business cards. It's just enough. They only do just enough. In most cases, that's because lack of staff, they're not educated about the systems that they can use, or they are completely against it because no one's ever explained to them how it can benefit their business. Everyone online keeps telling you to sell ebooks, sell guides, sell digital products. And listen, they work. Digital products require buyers to execute. Whereas digital services, you are the person providing the service, so you execute. And when you install that chatbot, when you give the website upgrade, when you do a follow-up automation for a business, when you provide them with a missed call text back service, the win for them happens more immediate because they've paid you, and they're not paying you for a said result. Typically, they're paying you to produce that service. So that business model that you keep hearing about, AI consulting, it's a clear winner because businesses, they don't have to try harder. The system that you provide for them, it just works. Now, this venue is positioning themselves as a wedding venue. Now, I like it. I like the site. I like the layout. I like the packages. I like how they have all of their information on it. One of the biggest changes, and it looks like the hall is exceptionally nice. One of the biggest changes that I will make here is this: their contact us tab. We usually reply in a few hours. Even though you're being completely transparent about your communication channels, that is not like in a space where there are venues still popping up all the time. And I used to actually be in the venue space. Venues are always popping up, and it's a competitive space to be in. You want to have some sort of instant reply. Just like you hear people say, "Oh, my attention spans aren't what they used to be." You want to have some sort of reply, immediate reply, or a chatbot that's going to respond back immediately. And it keeps you from losing leads. It keeps you from losing potential customers. And it allows you to follow up. Just the whole follow up process is a lot smoother. And then I would change the subscribe feature. You don't necessarily want to collect emails just by saying sign up to hear from us about specials, sales, and events, because no one really wants to subscribe to anything, because when you hear subscribe, you just think, well, you're going to be selling me stuff. Give them some sort of incentive. That incentive could be 10% off your event, 20% off your next event, or whatever it is. I also like their booking availability that you can book directly on their site. I do like this, but the contact us form and their chat, and let's just open it back up, it's outdated. So what would be best for them is to just move to a more modern site or add a live chat widget that works on their behalf 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And they'll see guaranteed an increase in their bookings. Same thing. I like the layout of the site. The site, it looks, is definitely a templated site, but I do like the layout. I would probably say maybe like it might even be like a WordPress site or a GHL site already. But what they're missing is there's no place where I can immediately contact them. There's no chat widget, there's no live talking about anything. It's just a contact us form. And that just provides friction because if I send in this form, how often are you checking your emails? So if you're a busy business owner, do you think that you are missing out on leads because you're just missing out on leads and they're tire kickers, or do you think that you're missing out on leads because you're not responding fast enough? And that is your opportunity to sell to these business owners. Hey, I can provide you with a automation or a follow-up sequence that responds back to all your emails inquiries. You only have to sell one thing. Or I can update your website and manage it so you'll never miss a lead. Or hey, I can install a chatbot that responds to every inquiry for your venue so people and helps book them on your calendar. So you're not selling chatbots or AI automations, or you're selling outcomes that help increase revenue. You're selling outcomes that from help them capture every lead. You're selling outcomes that help them with their visibility when you sell them a updated website or you help them with their brand. This is why you learn these sorts of skills. Learn AI consulting, learn how to install systems into businesses. Because Proverbs 22:29 says, do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before obscure men. So, translating that into business terms, if you become skilled in installing these digital systems, websites, automations, AI infrastructure, systems, you won't have to chase all of these random clients or customers. Same thing, because you're selling something that they need. It's a lot easier to sell people stuff that they need than to flat out always just focus on selling them things that you think that they want. If there's a thing for you to learn, you want to learn AI. You're hearing about digital products, you're hearing about digital services. I would say go down this lane because there are so many more, because you're going to a client that already has the money. The reason that you struggle with digital products is because you're trying to sell to people and you have to convince them to like you. You have to convince them to buy from you because what you're selling is not always what they want or what they need. Whereas when you sell to businesses, it's a clear return on investment. This is your pitch. I emailed you and you didn't respond back to me. Would it be beneficial to you if you had a follow-up sequence so you never miss an email or a call or a text? How many of these people have you missed? What's the average that you make per job? Or if they say 300 and they miss 3 leads a week, that's potentially $1,000 out the door a week. So if you come in and say, well, you charge them $1,000 and you're saving them, you're making them $4,000 to $6,000 in a month. That $1,000 is cheap then. And you just repeat this over and over and over again. So when you think about who you're going to be selling this to, just think what we just looked at. We looked at an event space. We looked at a contractor. Think gyms, think salons, think landscapers, think realtors. If someone calls after hours but nobody answered, that's lost money. If someone fills out a form but they don't get a response back for a couple of hours, that's lost money. This is from Google. How quickly should you respond to leads? You should respond to leads within 5 minutes to maximize conversion rates. Contacting leads within this window makes you up to 100 times more likely to connect and 21 times more effective at qualifying them compared to waiting 30 minutes. So the event venue that said we usually reply in a few hours, the contracting company that just has the contact us form. When you're telling them, you can just send them, just screenshot this and send it to them. And then send them a Loom video and saying, hey, so instead I built you, this is what the system like that I built you. If you got 2 minutes, it only takes 2 minutes to check it out. That's all you're doing. And so you selling these digital services now, you can either sell them for one time, sell them once, or you can build them once and then charge monthly for them because they're going to need you to maintain it. They're going to need you to update it, especially once you get your foot in the door, then you keep selling more and more services. So I create systems inside of a platform called GoHighLevel, and I basically templatize it. And I do set up the automation one time, and then I just reconfigure it for more and more businesses. So this is GoHighLevel. We have Facebook leads. We have for Facebook. We have forms. We have Messenger, IG, Google My Business, like Instagram DM, like building this system right here one time, and then now this is something premium that can be sold over and over again because what GoHighLevel, once you build it once, you can install it in other high level accounts over and over and over again. So it doesn't take a lot of work or a lot of effort over time. And then you just charge a monthly fee. And then that monthly fee can be cheap. It can be 200 a month. It can be 97 a month. It can be 300 a month, 500 a month. It depends on the business. This is something extremely simple. A contact us form is submitted. It's a time delay. They get an email. Time delay. They get a text message. And this is the type of stuff that businesses need, but they don't have in most cases. And you already know how I feel about Lovable. I'm not even gonna put in a complex prompt. I'm gonna say, build me an event space site for a Florida wedding. I think this venue was in Lexington, Kentucky. So we're not gonna do Florida. We're gonna do Lexington, Kentucky for a venue in Lexington. The venue site should have all the pricing for booking, and the AI chat bot should be able to book you directly in the chat by and it should qualify you first, asking questions about what you're looking for and how many people, ensuring it gets name, email, and phone number. The site is for a wedding venue, and the venue's name is, what's the name of this? Luxury Venue Lex. Lovable can be connected to GoHighLevel as well, so you can send all the necessary follow-up messages and emails and text messages and everything that you need to send. You're not selling chatbots. You're selling after-hour lead captures or customer qualifications or time saved, revenue gained. Your branding is going to determine your pricing. So if you position yourself as premium, if your website looks premium, if your message is outcome driven, you can charge premium rates. You can build these workflows out that I just showed you in GoHighLevel in minutes with AI. So you can execute faster. You don't have to have this 4 years of knowledge or 6 months using AI. You can learn this stuff in a day. You can learn it in a couple days. So while we're building our lovable site, shameless plug here. If you want to learn how to build websites and sell websites to businesses or apps to businesses, make sure you join the 3-day app builder sprint. It's for building apps and websites in 3 days. Day one, you build. Day two, we connect it and make it go live. So we connect your domain. And then day three, excuse me, I show you how to sell it. I show you how to get your first 5 testimonials, and it is a live event. So you're building right there with me. I'm building right there with you. And you leave with something that you can use for your business, or you leave with a skill set that you can use to go out and make money still in your business by creating websites and apps for other people that need them. You can just go to Google Maps and see how many businesses don't have websites or their websites are outdated. Quick tip, look for the businesses that don't have as many reviews. So look for the businesses with under 50 reviews. Look for the businesses that have star reviews or under 4-star reviews. And if you look for businesses and if you find businesses that have a lot of reviews, your angle is not promising them that, oh, this website is going to just necessarily bring you in more reviews. Your angle is the same thing that I mentioned. After our lead capture, more clients will lead to them getting more reviews. That will lead to further dominance on Google, customer qualification, time save. At that point, they're probably getting an influx of customers. So, what are you doing with all these leads? How are you following up with them? How are you communicating with them? And so that's how you position yourself, because professionals like you sell outcomes. Now, in my personal opinion, it's an upgrade from this site. If I had all the site's pictures and everything like that, if I had them, I could easily put them into this site. And don't get me wrong, what makes it an upgrade is simply is just a few things. It's not nothing crazy. It's this right here. This lead capture form that works 24/7, 7 days a week. And we can even make it appear as if it's a live person on it with a little green bubble. I'm your personal venue concierge. I love to help you plan your special day. What type of event are you looking to host? I'm hosting my, no, let's do, I'm hosting a retirement party. That sounds like a wonderful milestone to celebrate. We would be honored to host your retirement party here in the heart of Lexington. To help me suggest a perfect space for your celebration, do you have an estimated guest count? Yes, it's going to be, yes. July 1st is a beautiful time. Blah, based on your guest count, 150 our classic pack 700 would be the perfect fit, as it specifically accommodates up to 150 guests and includes 6 hours of rental time, along with premium decor and catering kitchen to get your reservation started and have. So here and what's missed. You can program this in Lovable to say what you want it to say. You're a venue owner, or you run a construction business, or a realtor, or you run a notary service, or whatever you do. You can program your chat bot to say whatever you want it to say, so it can talk and respond. And you can upload previous transcripts of previous conversations directly inside of this box here. But I built this in while we were on this video. So what I want you to understand is the barrier is not technical anymore. It's psychological. Websites that equal prompts, apps, prompts, automations, prompts. You're not intimidated by technology. You're intimidated. You're only intimidated by what you haven't practiced yet. That's going to disappear the moment you start tinkering with these tools more, or you get around other people who are already doing it and you learn exactly what they did to reach their levels of success. So my suggestion to you is pick one service, find 5 businesses that need that service, and show them that you can install that service for them. If you want to learn exactly how you can build websites, apps for businesses or for your own business, step by step live, you can join my 3-day app and site builder sprint. We build, we test, we install, and we sell. And or if you're already running and up and running in business and you ain't got time, and I get it, you don't have a lot of time to learn this stuff and you need it in your business, book a call with me below. Free AI audit. I'll see where you can add AI into your business so you can increase your revenue, so you can get your time back, stop leaking those leads. Go build something. Peace and blessings.